Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to
TaijhTV.
House Negros attacking Kyrie, Kanye. You see, this is why I always say on the show when it comes to the blacks of America, they own nothing. That's why they always are begging. Should blacks in America get reparations for slavery? Of course they should. Of course, which I'm on record saying. But when you constantly have to beg or constantly have to do the other ethnicities doings, you become a slave. The same shit Kanye said. It's a pill many blacks don't want to swallow, but it must be swallowed to understand. Now, Kanye said what he said about the Jews owning Hollywood. And don't miss me with this DEF CON, whatever the fuck he said. He's a goddamn entertainer. He talks in analogies all the time. It's what rappers do. But for Kyrie to get this much hate is unfucking believable. All the man did was share. He retweeted the movie/book from Hebrew to Negro or whatever the fuck it was called. That's all he did. That's all he said. He really didn't say shit. All he did was fucking repost that. But yet you have the media in which is controlled by the Jewish community, coming at your boy heavy. Just listen.
Kyrie, while we're on the topic of why did you just something that Alex Jones said?
That was a few weeks ago. I do not see Alex Jones' position, narrative, court case that he had with Sandy Hook, or any of the kids that felt like they had to relive trauma, or parents that had to relive trauma, or to be dismissive to all the lives that were lost during that tragic event. My post was a post from Alex Jones that he did in the early 90s or late 90s about secret societies in America of occults, and it's true. So I wasn't identifying with anything of being a campaignist for Alex Jones or anything. I was just there to post. And it's funny, and it's actually hilarious, because out of all the things I posted that day, that was the one post that everyone chose to see. It just goes back to the way our world is and works. I'm not here to complain about it. I just exist.
And to follow up on the promotion of the movie and the book,
Can you please stop calling it a promotion? What am I promoting?
put it out on your platform.
But I'm promoting it? Do you see me in front
Putting
of
it out there,
the
people
title?
are going to say that you are
Yeah, put it out there just like you put things out there, right?
Yeah, but
Okay.
It's not
you put
stuff,
things out there for a living, right?
Right, but my stuff is
Great.
not
So let's move on.
filled
Let's
with
move on.
anti-Semitic
Let's
stuff.
move on. Don't dehumanize me up here.
I'm not doing
I'm
that.
another
You're
human
free to
being.
post
I can post whatever I want. So say that and shut down this.
Kyrie, you have to understand that
I don't have to say
it's not me.
You have to understand the slave masters don't want that, Kyrie. That's what he was trying to tell him. I've never seen the media attack someone at the podium. Attacked him. There's one thing of asking a question. There's another thing of coming up with your own answer to the question that you haven't even asked. But this is the hatred in which that they put on Kyrie. Now, if you ask me, that exchange with him and the media was more hateful on the media's end, was more hateful than anything Kyrie's ever done. But when they want to dehumanize you, when they want to make you the enemy, they only want the consumer to listen to their narrative. And this is the media who controls the fucking narrative. And the media is controlled by Jewish people for the most part. It's no lie. These things aren't hidden. This is just it. But it really bothers me that the media think it's their job to be the judge and the jury. Here's Kyrie again, being hounded by media.
Action and some of the things that you did hurt people.
Yeah, I think I can ask a better question. It's just, where were you when I was a kid, figuring out that 300 million of my ancestors are buried in America? Where were you guys asking those same questions when I was a kid, dealing with learning about the traumatic events of my familial history and what I'm proud to come from and why I'm proud to stand here, and why, when I repeat myself that I'm not going to stand down, it has nothing to do with dismissing any other race or group of people. I'm just proud of my heritage and what we've been through, and the fact that this has pinned me against the Jewish community, and I'm here answering questions of whether or not I'm sorry or not on something I didn't create, and it was something I shared, and I'm telling everybody.
He's letting you know I'm not the creator of that fucking movie / book. I just shared it. But here I am being demonized by the media for something I shared. Kyrie's no idiot. Kanye's no idiot. There's a reason why the Nets are doing what they're doing. And this is coming from the Nets. I don't give a fuck what anyone has to say. Like many of Kyrie's issues the last 3 years, coming from his own organization in which he signed to.
I'm taking responsibility, then that's where I sit. So, these same questions that you guys ask, me dealing with it as being a melanated, pigmented person all around the world and dealing with racial biases against my skin color, demeaning me because of religious beliefs, and I'm still sitting in the seat standing. So I take my full responsibility. Again, I'll repeat it, for posting something on my Instagram or Twitter that may have had some unfortunate falsehoods in it. But I also am a human being that's 30 years old, and I've been growing up in a country that's told me that I wasn't worth anything, and I came from a slave class, and I come from a people that are meant to be treated the way we get treated every day. So I'm not here to compare anyone's atrocities or tragic events that their families have dealt with generations of time. I'm just here to continue to expose things that our world continues to put in darkness. I'm a light. I'm a beacon of light. It's what I'm here to do. You guys ask me questions about basketball, I give you my expert opinion. You guys ask me about other things, I give you my opinion, and it's met with whatever you believe the perception or the deception is. You guys investigate my life every day, and you justify it by serving your own purpose, which I honor. I would like the same respect in return, figuring out just like anyone else. So please keep that same energy when we're talking about anti-other things, because just because I post a documentary doesn't mean I'm anti-Semitic, and doesn't mean that I'm automatically standing with everyone that is believing in that. So it's unfortunate timing that we're in, but I'm glad that I could stand on the truth, because I'm not afraid of these mics, these cameras. I used to be looking everyone in the eye and telling them the truth.
All that shit sounds good, Kyrie. But you yourself admitted while speaking in this 3-minute clip that your ancestors have dealt with probably worse than what you're dealing with. So what makes you think the same people who do control a vast majority of society gives a fuck about your opinion? You're educated. We know that. They know that. But the facts are the facts. They don't give a fuck about that. You're the scapegoat now. So much the scapegoat. The Nets once gave Kyrie 6 items he must complete in order to return to the team. These are those 6 items. Apologize and condemn the movie, 500,000 donation to anti-hate causes, sensitivity training, anti-Semitic training, meet with ADL Jewish leaders, and meet with Joe Tsai to demonstrate the understanding. Joe Tsai is the Nets owner. No, this is no longer you allegedly spewing hate. No. This is to put a man in a boy's place. This is exactly what that is. This is buck breaking at its finest. And many Negroes in America are holding Kyrie down to get buck broken. Sellouts, house Negroes, whatever you want to call them. I know you like to attribute the house Negro to the conservative mind. Conservative and liberal blacks. We'll get to that in a second. I don't even want to post anything that has to do yet. Beyond this clip. This just came out last night, if I'm not mistaken. Listen to Ye and what he has to say about a couple blacks.
Categorize.
They can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
No, not you, man.
But they can't control me. You
Not
see,
you.
it ain't no name I won't name. It's up.
Not you.
You know what I'm saying? And just for Minister Farrakhan, I love you, but the way you read that, I took that as a slight. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking no disrespect from nobody. So let's get on the phone. Let's talk that out. I don't care who you are. I ain't taking no slice from nobody, right? I ain't taking no slice from nobody. It's God. That's the only person that I serve. My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
Me too.
You understand?
Yeah. I'm Christian.
Michael Jordan, what about him? His daddy, right? Bill Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. You know, out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing.
Hope you guys are catching what he's saying. He's saying that these motherfuckers are killing these people's family. And honestly, not honestly, but in his interpretation of this, he's saying motherfuckers' families are dying, being sacrificed by other people. And it's making them feel some type of way in order to get them to do what the masters want them to do.
Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize. And God loved me. You understand? They hit me. Gap, Adidas, all that away. Still Forbes, who hate me, right?
This is what he's saying the game is. As soon as you step out of line, paying in order to get you back into line. But what they're preaching about Jewish community or the past years of the Jews and the blacks have been said by other Jewish people. This is where I never understood what the fucking problem is. They didn't call them a racial slur. They're not promoting hate Jews and shit like that. And when I say they, I mean Kyrie and Kanye. The same shit that they spew comes from Jewish people. This is why I say this is deeper than just an anti-Semitic thing. No. This shit's deeper. There's something going on that none of us in the common world understand. Ye and Kanye do. I guarantee you that.
Slave trading and in slave owning, especially in some of the Caribbean islands. In fact, if you go to Suriname, they have a beautiful synagogue there that's been preserved with a sand floor and beautiful declarations. You'll also notice a lot of the street names are named after Jewish families that were prominent plantation owners there, but they owned slaves. And if you know anything about the slavery experience in the sugar plantations in Suriname and in Curacao, it was the most brutal, awful slavery you could imagine. Amputating limbs, working the slaves to death, not even bothering to feed them or care for them in any way, because they were cheap to just import more.
Because the slaves were cheap just to import more. And he's talking about Jews doing that to blacks. That's what he's talking about. I can give you another Jew real quick. That is kind of, well, not kind of, he's telling you exactly what Kanye Kanye told what Jewish people got mad about. Why are you so mad that you have power? I don't understand. Maybe, just maybe, you don't want people to know how you acquired that power. But listen to this Jewish man. Oh, he's going to tell you the same shit Kanye just did.
Because our influence is, anti-Semites like to say that Jews control the world. Well, let me tell you a little secret. In many ways, they do, because our influence is beyond any type of rational understanding. We are a minute percentage of the world. And yet the impact of Jews and Judaism on the world is incalculable.
He even called him anti-Semite saying it. No, you're saying it. You're saying it right there. But the house Negro will drag that slave back to the plantation so they can get whipped, beat, mutilated, embarrassed, dehumanized. This is the Urban Dictionary. A house Negro is a house slave, the one who is always after the master, the kind of slave that is the closest to the master, the most flexible type of slave. Nowadays, often used to designate blacks who serve a white like they slaves. Quote by KRS-One, the house nigga will sell you up the river, so to massa, he'll look bigger, and when you get under a rock, he'll slither. Or when you get bed under a rock, he'll slither. Yeah, nigga shit right there. But many blacks in entertainment are house niggas. I just read you the Urban Dictionary. To the Urban Dictionary, a lot of these Negroes are house niggas. I don't like doing this. I don't like doing this. But when I see shit like this happen, it really irks me. I warn y'all over and over, these motherfucking entertainers are nothing but slaves, and they have to do as their master tells them. The diamond, gold, platinum encrusted necklaces are nothing more than modern day chains. I've said it over and over and over again for the last 3 years. Now you're witnessing what I've been saying. Charlemagne exposed. He said the same shit Kanye and Kyrie is saying years ago. But all of a sudden, today, he labels Kanye and them up there with Hitler. What?
Have no power. No matter what we do, we can all click up. We don't have no organization that holds any weight. NAACP don't hold no weight. We don't have no organization that holds no weight. You can't speak bad about a Jewish person because they have organizations and they're a close-knit group of people in power who will bring you down. Same thing with gays. You can't say nothing bad about gays because they move as a unit. Black people don't have that. I'll be honest with you, I don't even feel comfortable talking about this. I'm sweating right now.
What's the difference? What's the difference that Charlemagne can say that and not be canceled, but Kanye and Kyrie cannot? Well, the difference is this right here.
Ari West. Yeah. He did all to himself. He made every single one of these choices. All of these choices were rooted in bigotry. Everything from the White Lives Matter shirt to the anti-Semitic comments, even what he said about George Floyd. That's not the way George Floyd died. Those are white supremacist talking points. Everything is rooted in bigotry. So to see this happen, it's not a surprise to me. Are you surprised that it's going down like this?
Now, I have nothing against Charlemagne the God.
I do. He's a house nigga. He's a house nigga. He's not to be trusted. But yet he has a primetime slot on every media market. See, this is what they do to house niggas. They put them in front of you. They want you and your kids, your seeds, to follow them. They don't want you thinking on for yourself. They want these house niggas to think for you.
My formula has always been the same: 60% 5% to inspire, 10% whatever I'm selling. You have to be aware of what sometimes when you put up $1 million and then so my religion, but I have the right to $40 million and then insult my religion. I think it's weird to make homophobic slurs. That was the right thing to do. I think you should be suspended or fined heavily, depending. I saw they did the same thing to the kid in Minnesota this year when he made the gay slur.
You see, when he talked black, he went back to gay.
I think you should get suspended or fined. I think him acknowledging the Alex Jones thing should have happened with that too, because that dude's crazy. And I can't believe that we ain't talking about that. We're talking about this idiot. And when you say,
well, another house nigga. Charles Barkley loves the coon. Well, that's how he makes his $100 million. This is what it is. Get his peers, Kyrie Irving's peers, to call him an idiot, to put it in the sheep's mind that he is no smart guy. He doesn't have the answers, as Kanye West once said. No, these house Negroes are to drag you back to master to get the lashing. To get the lashing. There's another house Negro.
Former TMZ employee Van Lathan says in a new podcast, he was there when it happened.
He said something like, I love Hitler, I love Nazis, something to that effect.
A nigga can't lie fast enough, house nigga. He said Hitler and I love Nazis and swastikas and something like that. Why the fuck did it take you 2 years to say it? House nigga. See, they put these house niggas on platforms so you, Blackie, can bring the escaped black back home. And you Negroes love that shit. Oh, you love watching a nigga get buck broken. You love it. This is why I took a step back. I took a step back in my podcast from doing celebrity gossip. I started hating it. Because I felt like after a while, I was just attacking blacks. Because black people do the most. I was going to be honest with you. This is why I took a step back. It's not appreciated. Trust me, it's not appreciated. But house Negroes are dangerous. Morehouse cancels Donda basketball tournament over Kanye West. The kids that were supposed to play in that tournament have nothing to do with Kanye West. But yet they're getting penalized for him by a black college. Morehouse, you are house niggas. Yeah. You're a house nigga. Telling you, they put these house niggas up there. They put them up there. Look at this house nigga.
Apologize for a comment I made earlier on NBA Countdown. I question why a woman's name who had an alleged affair with Celtics head coach Ime Udoka was not made public. After an internal investigation, and it was discovered that she was a subordinate to the head coach, I understand fully why her name should not be released to the public. Next week. I'm Jalen Rose. And
house nigga. What else you want me to say? What else do you want me to say that he didn't say? The nigga has nothing to do with it. And he's apologizing. So Massa don't get upset with a statement that he made. You can't even have your own fucking opinions when you sign these contracts because you're a goddamn slave. House nigga. Oh, This might be the most disappointing house nigga on the list.
We haven't heard much from players around the league this week about Kyrie Irving's social media posts and subsequent comments.
If you want to ask me a question, you can ask me. I can't speak for 449 players.
Sure. Like, this is the best to speak for the league.
I can tell you this. It's simple. Me personally, I don't condone any hate to any kind, to any race.
You posted a picture of a cop and said, "You're next, pig." What are you talking about? You don't condone hate, nigga. No, your slave master told you, buckle up, boy. That's what he told you. Buckle up, boy. House nigga. House nigga. I don't even want to play the rest of it. I was so disappointed. Many of y'all know LeBron was my guy. And I say was because of house nigga mentality that he now has. This nigga got old and got soft, and I don't like it. One of the ultimate house niggas. This might make you mad. Barack. Barack Obama. Barack Hussein Obama. The ultimate house nigga. Listen to this nigga.
You've got to help your friends and your family to make a plan to vote. Because I'm assuming if you are here, you are likely to vote. But Cousin Pookie.
Look at all those white people laughing about Cousin Pookie and the black people in the background. House nigga. House nigga. Cousin Pookie. Nigga, I ain't got no goddamn Cousin Pookie. I don't relate to that dumb shit. But with Kyrie, I watched a video that you will watch. Kyrie's situation, I think, is deeper than retweeting a book movie. Last year, Nets suspend Kyrie Irving until he gets vaccinated. Kyrie didn't get into dollars because he, in his religious view, didn't want to get vaccinated. So he got suspended and missed out on millions of dollars. But just this year, New York judges toss out vaccine mandates. November 12th. Or actually, October 25th. My bad. Judge tosses New York City COVID vaccine mandate. Orders fired city workers back pay. That sets a precedent. Sets a precedent. Makes you think what Corey Holcomb's about to say. Is it legitly why this organization, the Net, have attacked him and had the media attack him in this fashion? Listen to Corey Holcomb.
They rehiring in New York that they told you can't work because you won't take the shot. In fact, they telling people you getting your back pay because it was unconstitutional what they did. The Nets owe Kyrie millions of motherfucking dollars. Millions of motherfucking dollars in fines because he wouldn't take that shot. That ain't what they doing, huh? It seemed like that's what it is. We got to pay him what? And he didn't play? We got to make him a villain. We got to take a retweet. That's what we'll do. We'll take a retweet and make him out to be public enemy number one because we got control of the niggas in media. We control if he's bad or good in the public eye because we want to find a way out of paying. They got to get him cops and everybody that money that they didn't get him when they told them, if you don't take the shot, you got to get the fuck out. Well, they getting ready to hire them people back, but the Nets didn't want to get Kyrie black ass that money. Run my nigga money back.
Gucci Dan said he needs to sue. Kyrie needs to sue.
Run my nigga money, Nets. If he had to get that, boy, you know how much money did they didn't have to pay him, and now it looks like they might have to pay him.
Damn, that's a cold game, boy.
God, Thomas Wood, that was brilliant.
On to
As soon as he said it, I was like, that's what they doing. They are rehiring people and getting them their motherfucking money back. They made him into a bad guy for a retweet about a movie that Shaq played at his theater. Shaq, who's the idiot now?
What's the name of the documentary?
I ain't never watched it.
Corey Holcomb spitting that real shit. That was November 9th. And just yesterday, it came out, November 11th, Kyrie Irving has met with the NBA, NBAPA, and Nets in recent days. Let's look and see what the owner of the Nets said. On Friday, Nets owner Joe Tsai issued the following statement. Clara and I met with Kyrie and his family yesterday. We spent quality time to understand each other, and it's clear to me that Kyrie does not have any beliefs of hate towards Jewish people or any group. The Nets and Kyrie, together with the NBA, NBAPA, are working constructively toward a process of forgiveness, healing, and education. No, the only education that needs to be had here is the Nets paying Kyrie that money. That's it. That's it. No questions asked. Run the money. Run the money. Yes, of course, I'll sign a non-disclosure agreement. I won't talk about this meeting we had. Just run me the money. So that's the understanding, is the NDA. The non-disclosure agreement that is going to get signed by Kyrie because he's going to get paid. Starts looking like a hostile work environment, doesn't it? When your boss is attacking you for your religious beliefs. Hostile work environment on top of the back pay from being suspended for last year, or during last year or whenever COVID was happening, for not being able to play. Seems like this is about to be the Brooklyn Irvings. His dad always wanted to own a team. All right, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I had fun today. I had fun with the show. I'll catch you guys next week. See you later. Good night.